and everyone. I am MYRA JACKIELYN Agustin, and for today, we will tackle about Unit 1, which is entitled Society and Education. But before that, allow me to present the other members of Group 1. Yours truly, MYRA JACKIELYN Agustin. Next, Maria Erica Alconcel. We have also Jerome Anor, Leia Arellano, Eloisa Aison, and Julie Ann Bueno. The first topic of Unit 1 is the philosophical perspectives, but my report will revolve around classical philosophy. Are you ready to watch, learn, and listen? Okay, let's start. Philosophy is a Greek word. Philos means love, and Sophia means wisdom. Hence, philosophy means love of wisdom. Philosophers think about the meaning of things and the interpretation of that meaning. Philosophy helps teachers to reflect on key issues and concepts in education, usually through such questions as follows. What is being educated? What is the good life? What is knowledge? What is the nature of learning? And what is teaching? In short, philosophy of education represents answers to questions, the purpose of schooling, the role of the teacher, what is to be taught, and what methods. According to a professor named Raymond Thales, philosophy is an unceasing effort to discover the general truth that lies behind the particular facts to discern, also the reality that lies behind appearance. Professor Raymond wants to tell us that we shouldn't be contented on what is on the surface, but we must dig in, go deeper, and to think outside the box in order to unfold the truth, solve problems, and to answer questions. And that is the essence of philosophy. Now let us all proceed to the highlight of my report, which is the classical philosophies, namely idealism, pragmatism, existentialism, and realism. Idealism is a philosophical approach that has as its central tenet that ideas are the only true reality, the only thing worth knowing. In a search for truth, beauty, and justice that is enduring and everlasting, the focus is on conscious reasoning or the mind. For the idealism, they focused on the ideas, and school is seen as intellectual institution wherein they focus on discovering and exploring the truth. Basically, they focus on the cognitive development of the learners and not on the vocational training. When we speak of cognitive development, it implies that it focused on the brain or in the intellectual capacity of the learners. The illustration shows the 3 R's and the habits of mind. This means that at the elementary level, the students should learn basic skills such as reading, writing, and arithmetic. Also, desired habits of mind such as passion to learn, open-mindedness, and perseverance. On the other hand, here are some examples or additionals of the habits of mind that we need to know. The idealists advocate that everyone should attend school. That is why kinikriticize ang idealism because they promote what is so-called intellectual elitism where only the gifted minority are valued in the society. Meaning, yung mga matatalino lang yung pinapahalagahan sa society. And naneneglect yung mga learners dahil hindi naman lahat ng mga bata ay pare-pareho. Sabi nga nila, learners are different in their own unique ways, which is yun yung isa sa mga hindi nakita ng mga idealist because they only focus kung sino ang matatalino. The aim of education for the idealist is to discover and develop each individual's abilities and full moral excellence in order to better serve society. The curricular emphasis is subject matter of mind, which is literature, history, philosophy, and religion. Teaching methods focus on handling ideas through lecture, discussion, or Socratic dialogue. Furthermore, the teacher is one who is respected for his or her knowledge of the absolute and universal ideas. He or she is able to teach the key concepts and principles from the classics and patiently guide the students in their search for truth, and skillfully promote thinking in the students. For short, teachers in idealism acts as a giver of knowledge or dispenser of knowledge because sa kanila nanggagaling yung mga ideas and knowledge na kanilang itinuturo sa mga bata. Realists believe that reality exists independent of the human mind. The ultimate reality is the world of physical objects, and the focus is on the body or the objects. Hence, the truth is the objective or what can be observed. This indicates that reality is found in the physical world where we live in, and knowledge is gained through reason and experience. Schools are seen as academic institutions to develop the students' abilities in reasoning, observation, and experimentation. The function of school in realism is to train professionals or yung mga skill-related para ma-ready sila sa totoong buhay or real-world experiences. Kaya naman kung sa idealism, pinapahalagahan ang intellectual or patalinuhan, dito naman sa realist ay pinapahalagahan nila yung mga skills ng mga learners nila. The realist curriculum emphasizes the subject matter of the physical world, particularly science and mathematics. The teacher organizes and presents content systematically within a discipline, demonstrating use of criteria in the making of decisions. Teaching methods focus on mastery of facts and basic skills through demonstration and recitation. A realist teacher is known to be expert in the subject because she teaches the content para yung mga skills ng mga bata ay mahasa pa. And because realism is focused on the objects around us, they want to have manipulative or concrete objects to be used in teaching or as an instructional material. Pragmatism is also known as experimentalism, and it is defined as an approach that evaluates theories or beliefs in terms of the success of their practical application. The philosophy of pragmatism emphasizes the practical application of ideas by acting on them to actually test them in human experiences. Similarly, pragmatism focuses on a changing universe rather than an unchanging one. On the other hand, pragmatists argue that nothing in this world is permanent, such as the values, because they are all permanent to change as we experience different life lessons, life experiences, and situations. The school offers opportunities for teachers and students to engage in active learning, experiment with new ways of thinking. Pragmatists prefer content and activities that are relevant to the students' interests, needs, and problems. Lastly, the ideal teacher for the pragmatist is one who helps the students to grow by empowering them with the knowledge, skills, and dispositions to make intelligent decisions in life. Pragmatist teachers promotes active learning wherein they are not confined with books or hindi nila binabase yung tinuturo nila sa mga books because binabase nila ito sa interest and needs ng mga learners. Next is the existentialism. As the name implies, existentialism is concerned with the issues relating to one's existence. The schools should provide a broad education with many options for students to explore, reflect on, and articulate their convictions. There is no fixed curriculum for the existentialists. The content and pedagogy are determined by the needs and preference of the students. They also provide an avenue for students to express their choices in creative ways, such as through drama, drawing, and creative writing. This implies that existentialists should recognize that every learner is unique, they are free, they have their own personal fears, they have aspirations and hope. The existentialist teacher is one who respects the individual freedom and choice of the student, open-minded and reflective, and the teacher creates a learning environment where both teachers and students are free to reflect, ask questions, and engage in philosophical dialogue about issues and moral choices of life. This implies that pinapahalagahan ng mga existentialist ang mga individual differences ng mga learners and they highlight the personal experiences of the learners that they may vary to one another. Dahil nga nakafocus sa individual experiences ang existentialists, kinikriticize sila because they think that they are selfish for not focusing on the society and by focusing on themselves only. To summarize my report, allow me to present the curricular focus of classical philosophies. For the idealism, it is teacher-centered. For the realism, subject-centered. Pragmatism, learner-centered. And for the existentialism, it is individual-centered or based on self-realization. Basically, it helps teachers, the school, and the whole curriculum to develop, provide, and to give quality education to everyone. That's the end of my report on the classical philosophies. I hope you learned something for today. And again, I am MYRA JACKIELYN Agustin, your reporter. Keep safe, everyone. Bye!